again. So, why is this not starting? There we go. All right, let's try that again. It wasn't a bad start, but then the train level happened. I might consider going for the gong in the train level, I think, just to make sure that I can actually leave the level, pretty much. So, because I was just thinking, like, normally you don't need to get gongs, but it's probably best just to spend that half a second just to divert a bit left to go hit that gong for safety. And then at least you know that if something does happen, it's not going to be a total time loss. It'll be just a minor one, which is probably what you want to aim for. But not all of the gongs are easy to go for. So there we go, that's better. Map 3 and gravitation. Now, a little trick I can tell you as well. If you let the rolling demo happen as well, the rolling demo will actually sort of give you some good, I guess, advice or good show on what you could do in that level to make that time. Because the movements, of course, are all pre-done, but I think the movements... why am I talking to him? I think the movements are pretty good to take on board that they're doing the rolling demo. You just leave it on the main menu and it just does it automatically. I actually thought at first I could like trick the system and just let the rolling demo do it and then all of a sudden it would trigger it. And in some achievement sets, of course, that is a thing, because obviously it's not fully, it's not detecting it. It's not detecting the triggers for the achievements at the right point, so... I'm trying to think really what the actual worst game was for that set. I don't think Roller was. I think Roller, as he said, it was just about persistence, just making sure you just get it eventually in your hind, but... Blitzer Boy, again, it's a patience thing. I think Cone Man was the worst, because you can just do fine for the first 7 levels and then it's just broken, so... And it just happened too many times for me and I was like, oh my bloody god, honestly. So... Roller skill. I mean, it's somewhat skilled. There is some jankiness to it for sure. Like, the game is at fault for making it a little bit unplayable at times. Blitzer Boy is skilled, but it also requires heavily on luck as well, because if babies are stuck where the enemies are spawning, you're waiting ages until that baby moves out of the way. You just cannot risk trying to pick up the baby that close to the spawner, because you're just going to get hit, so... Hey, I made it. Nice. No, don't go out of the level, Croc. Don't do that. I do think gravitation is the hardest because it's intense skill with your speed, movement, and the time to the beat. Play some music. Honestly, I'd just get some music in the background, some a bit more upbeat and pumpy, and sort of just listen to that while you're doing it. Because I think that's the only thing. Like, gravitation does obviously offer the audio CD option, but I think just putting your own PC music on is usually the better idea. And that's what I did. I put on some Wipeout music. Just listen to that. Because hearing the thrusters constantly over and over for like a few hours is like, oh, I don't want to hear this anymore. Nice. I think we're going to get a nice gold split here. I think. Yep. Okay, that's excellent. Blitzer Boy is the second hardest. I don't think it's hard. I think it's just patience. You just need to be patient. So... It's one of the most well-built games for sure on the Eurose collection, like, if not... I think, I don't know, Terra Incognita is well-built, but I think Glitter Boy was just the best game for the collection, just because of everything it offered, the controls, everything. It felt like an actual arcade game that you could probably put on a machine, really. When you compare to other games like Clone, which used Doom sound effects and everything. But it was all non-profit in the end, Netrose. You know, it was just a bit of fun that they did, the dev kits. So using copyright sounds back then, I don't think anyone cared or even noticed, really. So because I don't think the Doom sort of pain sound effect is part of like a generic sound pack. I think it might be something they've done themselves at id Software. I should have asked John Romero when I saw him, actually. Because I've actually seen John Romero many years ago when I was at uni. Because we were in Bradford, just for like a big sort of, I don't know how to call it, like a big, like sort of Q&A sort of thing with John Romero. And it was meant to be a video link originally. But then he suddenly was just there in person and was like, holy shit, hi. So, and it was cool. It was just really cool to see him, like, I didn't know what to say to him, really. I was just smiling, like, hi. So, considering a good lot of Doom clones back in the day, Clone was honestly okay in comparison. Nah. I only found out in recent years it had a sprint button on that game. And I was like, you could speedrun it. So, Psychon was pretty good, because it's 2-player. And it's quite a good co-op game, to be honest. It's just, you've got to be quick on some levels. That's the only downside. Like, you have to be really quick, and it's a labyrinth. So it's like, hang on. So... I did play through all the unreleased Eurose games as well. And also the recent Game Jam for Eurose as well. Because there was some games there that never got, you know, released back in the day. They're obviously more recent. The Japanese Net Eurose games, I will say, mainly forgettable except for Terra Incognita. Yeah. There was a couple on the set, wasn't there? There was that weird sort of hand-drawn Eurose game. I can't remember what it was called. That was confusing just to understand on how to play that. So I was just pressing buttons everywhere and eventually got all the achievements as I was just doing that in every single section. So, like, it visually was lovely, but it was just not really playable unless you kind of knew what it was sort of saying. But even to this day, people are still making Eurose games. It's just not as, not as much, but they are still making some games, some people. So, taking some damage there intentionally. Preferably not too much right there, but it's fine. Go down to 1 HP, of course. A sober, that's what it was called. Whoa, where am I going? I nearly fucked up then. Ooh, that was close. I was trying to do the butt bounce and it did happen and I got the height, but then for some reason I was scared because I took the damage and I thought I was going to run out of iframes again and then die before the level finished. So that was close. Air Bob? Yeah, Air Bob was whatever, it's rubbish. Earth Saver Love, was that the one where you're shooting the UFOs and just like reflecting them back until they got destroyed? I think you got like a high score on it of like 48 levels. I just gave up. I just couldn't be bothered doing it anymore. Because I got the achievements and I thought, right, well, I'm kind of done with this. I'm not the high score person for stuff like that. I'm just more, I just want to play it and just complete the achievements and then get out of there quickly because it's so boring. There's no music and it's just think, think, boom, 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 and that's all I'm hearing for many, many rounds. It's like, I mean, it works. It's one of the functional games of the Rose collection for sure. Oh, Jesus, I nearly got hit then. I wanted to see how far I could bother just to go in case, yeah. It just keeps going on and on, so... Blitzer Boy, of course, caps at level 20, and then it just keeps looping level 20 over and over. And getting a high score on that, you could easily just cheese it on the first level over and over and just keep getting the easier ghosts on level 1 to get, like, the max score, pretty much. Because I don't know exactly how high that multiplier on Blitzer Boy goes, but, yeah. Run, Croc. Whoa. So I will be streaming tomorrow, but I'll be doing some retro achievements tomorrow. Normally I do have a schedule, but the problem is because of how busy work's been, I had to not do a schedule this week. So it'll be a random pick from my want to playlist, I guess, and then see how we get on. Hopefully it's not going to do an educational game that lasts 10 minutes, but if it is, then I might just do an educational Bonanza stream again and just do like 10 games of those in a row. Because I think it's better to do those as a big bundle for a stream rather than just the individual one. However, Math Blaster Episode 1 for the Mega Drive, that was a stream-filled game. Like, you needed a full stream to do that game, I think. So I can afford to take one hit anyway on this level, because I can get an extra heart at the end. Having 6 HP again, really good. Especially at this point as well, so... But to be honest, you shouldn't be losing HP on Savina. That should not be happening. Yeah, so some of the achievements, because the bonus level, you had to be patient, didn't you? You had to just wait until you got to a bonus level where a certain amount of UFOs spawned in so you could actually do it. And it was like, oh god. There's some achievement sets I really hate. Alleyway for the Game Boy, like it's just like a Breakout clone. But my god, it's horrible because the bonus levels, if you fail them, you have to do the entire game again just to access that bonus level. And that's just not fun. Because you have to complete those bonus levels in full on that game within a time limit. And Alleyway is not exactly the best Breakout game out there, so... Best Breakout game is Arkanoid, of course. Wow. I think we've just done this damageless. That's pretty nuts, actually. That also means I don't have to worry about going around the back of the gong, so we're probably going to gold this for sure. Look at that. This is an excellent start. I have no idea where the time loss came from finding the key. I think it was the second try for that trick that we were doing. But hey, this is a good start. Yeah, for anyone wondering why we do the Japanese version of this game over the PAL and NTSC version, it's just due to the amount of HP that the game gives us at the start and how the HP refill system works as well. So basically, if you get a game over on the PAL and NTSC version, it would only refill you to 3 out of 3 HP. Even if you have more containers, you'll only get a maximum of 3 HP back. That's unfortunate. Good guy JP version, indeed. They're in the water. Nice. Oh, that was a bit laggy then with the game. Which is not good for my time. Don't think I'm in the water. No. So this cannon here can actually hit me. Not that one. This one over here. That one. I don't think it's a cannon. I think it's the skeletons, actually. If I just saw that carefully. Level 30 was such a troll. They only give you 39 UFOs. Yeah, and then you have to do 5 more levels just to get it again. Funny. Very funny. I mean, no, it's absolutely terrible. I'm so sorry. But it is quite funny, though. The Euros are... I want something like that to sort of come back. But, I mean, we kind of already have that, don't we? We have, like, game makers on, like, Steam and all that, so people can just buy them and just make their own little mini projects on some of those games. Not RPG Maker. Please don't use that, because we don't need any more text adventures novels. Like, I mean, novels are great, but, like, there's just too many of them. And I think there was a point like 5 or 6 years ago where they were just surging like so much, but now they've died off a little bit more. To be honest, I don't know what people are really into these days with modern games. Like, it's kind of a mixed bag, isn't it? So, do you think they'll remake 2? Yeah, they're going to remake 2. Or they'll port 2 for sure. I think there's a lot of support for 2, for sure. Because the PC version runs really well, Fat Cat. So... And the reason why I don't run it is just because PS1's a bit more nostalgic. And it fits in with the other game that I'm doing, which is obviously Croc 1, so... Croc was not a new game, though? No. Croc 3 will not happen. The thing is, the Croc remaster wasn't successful. Well, it was successful, but it didn't sell well. And it didn't sell well because it's not on Steam. It's on GOG. So it's like... That's kind of not the place you want to be just selling the game, but I understand why, because of fees and everything. But I suppose it's also the whole DRM-free as well portion of it. You know, you don't want the game to be linked to your Steam account, do you? I mean, this game was never linked to anything of such back then, so... Speedrun scene is active for the remake? Yeah, they're really interested in a remake happening for sure, or a remaster, so... Yo, Linky, how you doing? Hope you're feeling better. I know Viper's posted on his status he's still not well, but yeah, welcome, welcome. What on earth did you eat over in your holidays, like, to make you both this sick? I do think it's just exhaustion, maybe. It could be. Right, let's not die this time here. A little bit early, that's fine, that. Nice, there we go. I'm blaming a steak, the nursing that's contagious. I see. Yeah, as long as you enjoyed your holidays, though. I did submit Croc 2 as a second submission, but it's more going to be like a backup submission, I think. Just because this game's quite long compared to Croc 1. But it is a bit more... there's more happening on this game, for sure. It's a bit more entertaining as well than Croc 1 sometimes, because Croc 1 is just more of a standard platformer. It's a great game, but Croc 2 is just a bit more fun going on, for sure, and a bit more creativity. So, it was good, good. Glad to hear that. Right, well, this is pretty much a perfect start for me right now. It's really good. We only had the mess up on the first level for like 5 seconds, but that was it. This is really good. We're going to take that safety checkpoint in the train level though, just in case. Because yeah, losing the time now would not be good. I may or may not get something for blue. Fair enough. Had a busy June, so excited to chill out and do nothing now. Get the educational Sonic game in. Oh, got to get that in. Sonic Edusoft. We need to be educated with Sonic. On the hardest difficulty, on the fastest game speed and everything. Be a lot of fun, that. Right, I'm not going to touch the controls this time. I'm just going to wait a split second before I start moving on this level. So I don't exit the level again. There we go. Haven't played that yet and have no idea how long it is. I mean, if you're well educated in the game, then it won't take too long. I think it was hard for me because I was doing the retro achievements for it, and some of the retro achievements were like, answer all these questions within half a second or something like that, without missing one. So it was like, hang on. So head off to do a stream tonight. Probably not be a long one. Wish you luck on Croc too. Thank you. And it's nice speaking with you. And I'll definitely check out your VODs soon as well. Who made retro achievements for it? I'm not too sure, but there are retro achievements for it. There's a very funny one as well, if you put damn as your name as well. Like D-A-M, because it's only 3 letters. The Sonic fandom will make shit for anything, yeah, and I'll play them. True. That's the thing though, you have to think like, Sega have done excellent over the recent years. There was a point in time when Sega were kind of like a bit on the decline a little bit, for sure. Like, they still have the Sonic franchise going, but there were some stinkers for sure. But in recent times, they've been doing really well. Obviously, Sonic Frontiers. While some people are still a little bit, you know, they've got some criticism of the game, which is fair. The game was still a success. They've got the racing game, of course, coming up. They've got Dream Team, which is pretty popular as well. Whatever it's called. I think it's Dream Team, isn't it? Sonic Dream Team. I should know this, because I made the 3D prints for Argic and Hoods. I don't know if they've submitted anything yet for Blue, because I don't remember all the submissions so far. Unless they did Sonic 8, but I think Sonic 8 they did for, oh, was it, a different marathon? Was it BSG or NSG, I think? Don't fall. Okay, really good start this. Wow. Sonic Forces was a pretty stinker, yeah. Yeah, that's excellent. They realise that the fans are some of the best to make their games. True. Frontiers was always going to be divisive because of the open world. Yeah, I guess. I haven't played it. I probably won't. Sonic Colors was probably one of my favourite modern Sonic games, for sure. I think Sonic Colors was great until they tried to re-release it and it broke. Like, that was just hilarious, all those glitches on day one. That was stupid. Like, how does that happen? Like, you play and test these games, you have a big team such as Sega, and it's like, how on... Give me the box. How on earth does that happen? All the Switch ports of the game are broken. All the PC versions are broken as well. It's like, how does that happen? Oh. Forces would have been okay if it sold for 20. Was it like 40 quid? on release, or was it 50 quid? I can't remember. I'd have to assume it was 40 probably. 50 seems too much for a Sonic game. Like, I don't know. A Sonic game like Forces. But that's always going to be the ongoing question. How much should a game cost? And it's not the easiest question to answer anymore, because there are some good arguments on why games are super expensive. But, yeah. Pissed me off a little because some people were straight up lying about their glitches because we were playing on Steam. Yes. Yeah, I'd say like, because there's some glitches on the Mario Party games on emulator for the Switch, but they still run really good, like really good. But you can tell immediately it's emulated or not. Like, most Switch games you can usually tell if it's emulated or not, if someone's doing emulator. Because everything actually runs smoothly on emulator. I'm not going to go for the HP, I don't need it. I do not need it. I have got 4 out of 6 HP. I am absolutely stacked right now. Surprised there's no glitches in Hugo 2. It's a 2D game, Fat Cat. It's really... for that kind of game as well, it's on rails as well. So it's kind of hard to find a glitch that's going to, like, I don't know, wrong warp you or something silly like that. The 3D Hugo games, though, I think there are some stuff on those. But the TV versions of the game, I don't think you're going to find much. Prove me wrong though. I mean, I might think there isn't, but that sucks so much. I've got to do that whole room again now. Oh, bugger. I couldn't jump. I mean, I couldn't get my 1-frame jump, so that's why I'm now going to do this section again. Well, there goes my time save, but it's fine. Considering that we got that time save at the beginning and now we're going to lose it, we're pretty much back to even Stevens with a bit more time lost, but that's fine. We'll get some time save from the boss later. I know I'm in the other room right now, but that's fine. Now, if I picked up the gobbo and then died, that would have been fine, but I got to the end of the room and didn't pick up the gobbo. So that's the problem right now. I've got to do that room again. So, but we'll just move on to the next one and then go back to that one in a moment. I'm just checking my HP quickly too. Yeah, that's fine. Because I'll still need some HP for the boss fight later. But I have to do a death abuse here if I want to at least optimize some of that time loss for sure. I ain't running them. What, the 3D games? I think you should run some of them. They're pretty good. I think Black Diamond Fever, I think Noob Killer runs that at the moment. I think he's got record on console. But there's like 6 or 7 3D games. Some of them are absolute stinkers and unplayable, but some of them are actually not too bad. And we'll probably see some of the Hugo games coming up during some of my demo dive streams as well. So... yeah. Intentionally die there, that's fine. Right, 1 out of 6. 1 out of 6. We should be fine. I'll just take the risk. That was close to the edge. Because the problem with this game, there is an input lag. It's not too noticeable, but you will notice it if you play the PC version. You'll be like, hang on, this feels really bad. So... right, please don't take any damage here. That would be really bad. Croc, I told you not to take any damage. Unfortunate. That means I'm going to have to be careful when it comes to the boss. Because the Flavio fight, it is easy, but I'm just going to have to take a little bit of safety on that fight, just so I don't actually get hit. We'll get a refill at the end of the fight, though, but yeah, that's just a little bit disappointing. I have to kill him just because he was going to hit me. That was a bit of a disaster, that level, but it's not a problem. What is a problem is this next one here. Just going to have to be careful. If I finish the fight, then I get a refill. But if I don't finish the fight and I get hit, then that's it. The run's not dead, I'll just have to re-enter the fight again. But ideally, if I'm going to get hit, it would be better to get hit at the start of the fight, for sure. But we're going to take that risk and just go for it, so... It's over there. Okay. Keep moving, Croc. Keep moving. There we go. That's close. Ice, ice, ice. Oh, it's over there. Fuck. Go, go, go. That's fine. I'll just get another one. Otherwise, I'd have been able to just keep taking all the damage and then just keep doing that really quickly, that level. But, yeah. That's the time loss that I lost there, and that's fair. Right, onto Snowball Madness. We should be fine for this level. The best split, I think, is incorrect for that level. So, I'll need to fix those splits probably later if this level's pretty much perfect. So the summer best might change, but that's fine. So we got Snowball Madness, Hang Glider, and then the boss. And then we're on to the main hub of the game, pretty much. The jungle, or the sort of prehistory sort of era. I guess, I don't know, it's like an Aztec era on the last one. It's like a sort of caveman one. It's Caveman Village next anyway, so it is a sort of... That sucks. Oh, come on. What is going on with this hub? A gold ice trap, a gold train, and now this is happening? Really? It's fine. Like I said, we got tons of time save coming up later, but it would be nice not to lose this time, wouldn't it? You know? Ah, oh, forget it. I'm not going for the gong. Just going for it now. I'm taking that one though. There's no way I'm going through this level without taking that one. Oh, I keep missing this. Come on. Sorry for the complaints, but this is a wretched second hub right now. This is appalling. So. Oh dear. Well, it's not too bad, the time loss, but it's there is more potential there for sure. And again, I'm sure that that gold split is incorrect now because we had to switch the splits around just to order them correctly. But hey, at least we can de-stress now with this beautiful level. This level where we can stay nice and calm while we listen to the best music of the game. And we're going to try and get all the crystals if we can. Just because I need the HP kind of for the upcoming boss fight. You'll get a refill at the end of the boss, but it's better to just have full HP or, you know, have plenty of HP for this boss fight, so... Won't be too long until UKSG Blue, only 2 more months to go. It's going pretty quick already, so I'm looking forward to it. But I think now, it's nice that we've all got something to look forward to when it comes to like UKSG Green being a longer event. Because I think it was just perfect. The duration was great. You know, 4 days just worked really well. So I think a week would be just too much. Like in the UK, it's like it's really hard to sort of reserve time from work for like a week unless you're willing to use like all your holidays and everything. So not impossible, but oh, no refill. That's fine. I'm not too sure exactly how you get a health refill on that level. I don't think it is the target though, because I have got the extra 10 crystals at the end when I landed on the runway only. So I actually enjoyed Croc 2 as a kid. Indeed. Yo, Smilers, how you doing? Hope you're doing alright. Doing good? Good. Glad to hear that. Always good to hear that people are doing really well. I think he's going to taunt this time. No, I got that wrong. I have to wait till he comes out again. That's not a problem though. So, currently working through the Croc remake. Nice. I'm doing that deliberately just so I can freeze the one over here. There we go. Because there's no point pushing the block all the way there now. So. What are your thoughts on the remake though? Because I find it okay. Come on, go, 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 go. Nice, there we go. We've got a health refill, and we got a chunk of time save, and we've got a gold this as well. Doesn't get any better than that, does it? So you can see I had just tons of time save from a PB on that level. So we'd be at a decent pace right now. It'd be really good right now if we didn't mess things up. Ooh, ooh, they didn't hit me. Hey. Damn children trying to throw snowballs at me. Really fun. Has its problems still? Yeah, I cannot agree more. It's not bad. I just think my problem is why GOG? Why only sell it on GOG and like all the other stores but not Steam? Because Steam is like the biggest market out there for PC gaming. Like, so Epic is big, but I wouldn't give it to Epic. Not with everything going on with them. 6 out of 10, maybe 7 out of 10. I'd probably say 7 out of 10. I don't think it's super bad. I just think it just feels a bit funny. I think it's interesting that it's based on the original source code though. And that's really impressive because obviously it means that all our glitches work just on that one. So all the hover tricks and everything that we do in Croc 1, it all works just fine. Just going to focus a tiny bit on this level later. Just so we don't die. Because we got a giant amount of time save on this level, so... Speedrunners don't really change run tactics. No. It is pretty much the exact same way of speedrunning on the remake. The thing is, no one's running the remake. So... It's not, again, it's just not a bad game, it's just not right. There's something about it. So... And updates I don't think would change that. So... From a casual perspective though, the modern controls that they added, I don't think worked. I'm telling you this now, the Croc 2 modern controls feel far better, so... Like, right now I'm using analog on this game because it supports analog movement as it's got a unique movement style. What am I doing? Just leave the level. Game. Thank you. There we go. 1 minute 48 ahead now, which is very nice. The wheels in the jungle go round and round next. Which is not the level name, that is just my little thing that I say. The wheels in the jungle go round and round. I'm going to stop singing that because that is embarrassing me. But I'm British. We embarrass ourselves. I mean, look at our Prime Ministers. Oh, nearly. It's not a problem if we take damage here because we're going to refill after the Gold Rock race. Nearly. Nice. A little bit slow, but we got it. So, that clip's a clip. It works when it works. So, it's not hard, it's just patience, really. So... Right, time for the race. So, to be honest, for the rest of the hub, we're fine, actually. Because we'll get a refill after this level coming up. And we just got to make sure we don't take too much damage in the Venus Flytrap boss. And Devil's Tower. And we should be golden for the 50 Gobbles level. I googled how many remakes sold. Numbers were never released. Again, it's GOG. We're not talking about like 100,000. We're probably talking about maybe a couple thousand smilers. If I had to take an educated guess, like... I mean, look at the Gex re-release as well. Like, they ported the Gex trilogy to PC. Now, that's selling okay on Steam, but it's got problems. I think it's got lots of sound issues, the Gex trilogy. So... God, that lag doesn't help right now. I was seeing if 2 would get a remake. Probably. It probably will. I don't see why they wouldn't. They're already bringing the Game Boy Color game soon to modern consoles and systems. Because it's its 25th anniversary soon. So... But I think they're just porting the game. They're not obviously remaking the Game Boy Color game. Why would you do that? to the point in the original game, which is going to be nice, I suppose. But it's kind of like, you know, just emulate that, innit? You know. If you're going to, just as long as they don't sell it for like £20 or something like that, it's like, you're fine. Otherwise, I'm feeling like, right, that's a bit of a cash grab, so. Right, Dogma, I've watched all the interviews on the Croc remaster, and they're absolutely amazing to listen to. Like, I really appreciate the devs and all the work that they've done. Like, Argonaut in general has such a fascinating history because obviously they worked on games like Star Fox or Star Wing, if you're the PAL region, for the SNES. You know, they did the Super FX chip. You know, but Nintendo kind of like said, nah, see ya. Nintendo said no to Croc, so Sony said yes, and Croc became a success. It genuinely was a success. I mean, Super Mario 64, of course, became a success as well. But Croc was also successful, and Croc is really memorable. It's a cute, adorable game. You know, everyone loves him, so. Might be like PSN do $7.99 game sales. Probably. I'm hoping it will be just like a cheap, small, like, virtual console game that you can just buy. Also, hey, 69.0. Funny. That's sort of funny. It's got 69 in it, you know, it's nice. Right, Venus Flytrap. If things go according to plan, this level shouldn't be a problem anymore. Shouldn't. Don't quote me on that, though. If I've got the timing right, I should be fine. So, and I think I have the timing right now. So, felt a tiny bit early that, but we're fine. Okay, we just need some good ball RNG, basically. If the balls are on to the left, we're good. If they're on the right, well, that kind of sucks a little. Come on, balls, where are you going to drop? Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll take that. That's too late. Oh, no, we're good, we're good. I always keep thinking the same bugger, but it's Unga the saying. So. Nice. Perfect. I think we've nailed this boss now. I don't think there's any issues with this anymore. Wow, that summer best is looking pretty good, actually. So, alright, Devil's Tower next. A really easy level. We're not going to try the up warp. I mean, if this run was dying, potentially, maybe. But I think right now, for what I'm wanting goal-wise in this game, we're not going to attempt the up warps. So, especially when they are harder to perform on console, it seems. So, something as well that I liked on the PC version, the render distance. You can have it set to maximum, and it looks so much better to play the game when you can just see everything in the distance. The downside is some enemies spawn in a little bit earlier, so you just got to keep that in mind in some cases. So these little guys with the clubs here, they actually spawn in super early on PC because if you have the render distance higher. The other thing as well, this platform here isn't actually always here when you enter this room. It's actually still coming towards you even if you go super quick. Again, render distance, so I think that affects it all. We'll get away from it. So ideally I don't want any damage on this level, so I just need to be a little bit careful. Whoa, that was close. Again, some of these turns and jumps and everything are a little bit tight. Not turn jumps, but Right, so far this level's been perfectly fine. Make sure not to take any damage when we come out here, and we're fine. Nice, there we go. That is not the right way. So now we're on 5 out of 6 HP. Unless these fuzzies get me. Oh, forgot about them. Yeah, 5 out of 6 HP. Essentially, you're on max HP right now for the next level, which is incredibly important. No, we're not. Oh, what? I forgot about the fire. That's fine. I had to just say that, didn't I? I just had to say it. I should not have said that, as Hagrid would say. Speaking of, like, Hagrid and, like, the Harry Potter franchise, Emma Watson was in the news today. And she's now been banned from driving because she's exceeded her points on her license. That is just stupid to hear, like... it's stupid, but it's funny, because it's like, really? Silly people there. What is the point of speeding? Right, like... I think in Formula 1 they should just go super slow and not speed at all. I think that would be more impressive. Bring back the go-karts for Formula 1. See, if they brought back go-karts, we could just... It was just fun, like... Maybe they should do that as an April Fool's for, like, one race, like... They just, like, do all this planning and then they do, like, a surprise race and then it's, like... It's just go-karting by the Formula 1 drivers or something. So if you're wondering why we took a bit of a wider turn then for that gobber, it's just to avoid that flamethrower attack. Because like I said, taking damage here is not too good. One water remaining. No more water. Right, checkpoint, right side. Water. The reason why we throw the water a bit preemptively there is to stop it from spawning. It'll take out the fire, but we obviously just do that just because the fire and the render distance, again, it doesn't give you enough time to react, basically. So if you try and take out the... Why am I doing that? So if you take out the fire before it even, like, shows up on the screen, it'll actually still take it out, so... Because the fire still exists, it's just not rendered in because you're too far away from it, that's all. So what are we on now? We're on 5 HP. We have a section in a moment where we'll lose 2 HP intentionally, and then we'll lose 1 more HP as well crossing the lava, and then we'll lose 1 more again for a death abuse, so we should be golden. So here we do the damage abuse. And ideally not lose too much. There we go. So you can actually jump over those flames no matter what happens. Those flames are just too high up with their hitbox. So you'll always get hit by them. Right, hopefully we'll get a 1-frame jump somewhere. Nice. Perfect. That is absolutely perfect and spot on. We get a water refill. Avoid any damage as well, because again, HP is extremely important on this level. And then we get these gobblers over here. Gobbo. Again, we're on 0 now, which is a little bit scary. But we're close to the end of the level. So, you get water, you get water. And then we should have enough water for the last 2. And then we'll get a health refill. Because after you get all 50 gobblers, you actually get 100 crystals. So there's no point intentionally dying, you might as well just leave the level. Nice. And now we're on to the boss of this hub. So we're pretty much done with the main scary parts of the run now. The next levels are pretty much simple enough. It's just making sure we optimize everything as much as possible. So Village Smasher boss should be fine as long as I make sure that I get close enough to its head when I try and throw the bucket. Otherwise, we just lose like 15 seconds having to get another bucket. So Rawr. And he always follows the same sort of route as well. So this level is kind of like, you know what's happening already. I want a bucket. Bucket. Nice. That's gonna be tight. I don't think I'm gonna make it in this cycle. Nah, I'm gonna wait a second. Nice, there we go. Just take it nice and safe there. Boink. So yeah, really happy with this run. Is it possible to get it as a sub 120? Like, maybe. It's possible. It's not out of the question. It is possible. It's just, it's tight. Right, let's go quickly buy the orange jelly. Let me into the shop. Let me into... Oh, well, okay, I just clip into the shop then. Oh, whatever. Shut up, shopkeeper. Don't talk to me. Look it out. There we go. And we don't split until we enter the next level. So I've just got to remember that. So yeah, that gold split needs changing, basically. So I need to adjust it to this time. Right, on to 30 gobber babies. So get comfortable. This is going to take a while. Whoa, what happened to Croc then? He was sort of glued to the floor a little bit. Nice. Oh, wow, yeah, that's really good. Just that it pushes the baby a little bit more forward. So we save a couple seconds having to pick this one up. Although he did walk back here, which is a bit unfortunate. So, oh well. It was still fun. I'll grab that in a second. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Stop crying. I'm coming, I'm coming. Oh. Shut up. Get in there, honestly. They're like, and they're like, This is just Rugrats, pretty much, this. They're up to no good, all of these baby gobbles, because they're getting hidden inside all these vases and everything. Some of them are on roofs and everything, and it's like, why are you up there? Don't you dare go out of bounds, Croc. Otherwise, I'm going to have to sort of organise on how... Well, I need to figure out how to do the level if that happens. Because there's a different route in mind, basically, that I've got if I do clip out of bounds. Since if you clip out of bounds, for anyone who's not aware, you don't actually lose your progress in the level, but the counter does get reset and to do all the baby gobbles in the level. So, yeah, you have to keep that in mind. Right, let's get both of these swings this time. Go up here. What's up with the camera being like this? That's weird. I also need to cough, but I can't do it right now. Because I can't really let go of the controller on this level. I forgot about that baby. I knew I forgot one of them. I'm glad I heard the baby as well, because I was like, oh right, yeah, I forgot about that one. Not a problem to get it now though. Just don't really lose any time there, so... It would have lost more time if I just forgot it and didn't realise which one it was. So... But we should be fine for the count right now. The music will come back in a second. HP doesn't matter too much right now. Still got to be a little bit cautious about it. Just because we won't get a refill in this level. And there aren't any hearts to collect in the other levels, so... There's one up on that roof up there on the top left, but we're not going to grab that one, so... No, you haven't got one. Don't know why I thought he had one then, but this one does. Gotta try and get this one from the Gobbo if I can. Not Gobbo, the Dantini. I need you. I need you. This one's whining. Wow. That was funny. He was just grinding on top of the railing. That is funny. Oh. That is funny. There's a heart up here, actually. I lied. There is one up here. Ah, there we go. Lovely. 4 HP. Right, there should be one more up here. Get off that child. Thank you. Pick him up. Come on. Whoa, nearly. Right. Overall, really good level. Tiny bit of time loss, but we're going to be golding this, that's for sure. Unless something disastrous suddenly happens. We lost some time because that baby didn't go into the thing, so... Oh, Yoshi, how you doing? And thank you very much for the raid, Itar Beric, as well. Hope your stream went well. And yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, the run's going really well. I was hoping it was looking at a 120 potentially. It is still on the table. It'll just depend on how everything else goes basically at this point. So yeah. But we're gonna have tons of time save coming up on this. Where am I going? We're gonna have tons of time save coming up though soon, so let's make sure we don't mess this trick up. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not too high, otherwise Croc will die. Which is actually really bad, because that means I have to leave the level and go get another jelly. Because I am not doing 6 or 7 up warps on this level, especially on the PS1 version. I will refuse to do so. Oh. Come on. God damn it. That's fine. Or at least we're done level. We're done with it. So I just, yeah. I was kind of like having a bit of a moment, then I was like, no, don't be doing that now. So that's why I couldn't even speak properly, and I was like, there. So. Right, time for Dante's Peak. Will we get the early sight? Well, will we get the double hit at the start, or will we get it on the second hit? Would be nice to get it on the first hit, to be fair, because then at least I have a better chance of getting it then, because I don't have to worry about getting it on the second attempt then. Nah, we're not going to get it on this one. I'd be surprised. Nah, we're too late that. Ideally, I'm probably going to have to take the hit from the fireball at some point on this level, just if I'm going to guarantee it. But of course, I'm mindful about my HP for later. So for the actual Baron Dante fight later, that's not a problem for HP. But obviously, I want to have that extra bit of HP for Gooman at least. Just in case. That's not going to do it. Oh, fuck, I messed it up. That's unfortunate. Damn it. Oh, no. Oh, no! Oh, damn it. Oh, well. I wasn't sure he was going to do it, and I was like, oh, forget it, and I move. And then he just did it. He was like, yoo-hoo! And I was like, no! Oh, well. Gotta do it one more time. But again, we've got like 3.5 minutes of time save in Goo Man alone, so... It'll be a sub 125, I think, for sure, but, yeah. Oh, actually, what am I talking about? Why didn't I just actually take the damage anyway? Because I'm going to get health refill on the next level anyway. Because of the puzzle rooms. You know, like if I get those, so... Yeah, there goes nearly a minute. But considering that we've had some other mistakes in the run, that's fine. Bye, Professor. Five, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's just the box, the moving box one, not this one, the next one, that I'm not a big fan of, so... You need 100 crystals to heal. Yeah, so on the PS1 version you need 100 to get full HP. Since I noticed that you only need 50 to get 1 HP back on the PC version. Now, this level's fine to getting all the crystals, it's just the next stream coming up can be a little bit awkward if you don't get on the box quickly. And then the 4th room with the TNT barrels, that can also be a problem, because, you know, that is a little bit RNG anyway, so... It's funny because the retro achievement for this only says you only need to get like 97 out of 100 crystals. So it puts in that sort of bit of a mitigation in case you do mess up. Oh, oh. Not a big fan of this. Oh. Aha. There we go. A little bit slowed up, but it's fine. Now, next stream is important if I want a refill. I've got to make sure that I don't miss too much. There's one I missed there. Where the frick are they? Alright, there's one. Need 3. Where the hell? Oh, come on. No, I'm not going to get it. Ah, that's a shame. I'm going to run out now. This level's stupid. What am I on to? Okay, that's fine. I'll just make sure not to get tagged by any of the goos on the next level. Nearly walked off the edge then, that would have been a disaster. So, like I said, I've got 3.5 minutes of time save coming up on the next level, so it's all good. With the times. Just taking my time here, just so I don't lose any more unnecessary time save. I'm still happy with this run, like, really good. It's unfortunate with that barrel minigame because PB was excellent. Like, I really got top RNG for that. Just take it easy and don't get hit. Yeah, I've got 3 HP, so should be fine. Yeah, we lost some time because of that barrel minigame, so... And you need to remember not to hesitate on the last section of this level, because that's why I lost 3.5 minutes. So... I hesitated because I thought the thing was going to move away, and it turned out it wasn't, so... But in a marathon, I wouldn't take that risk. I would just take the gong in that room before it, just in case I mess up, so... I have to wait. Yeah. It's like if you hesitate there, there's a chance you might just die, so... But of course, you can't really go super fast on this level, since you have to wait for these elevators for the most part, so... Okay, second room is pretty much done. This room's pretty easy. Whew. It's a scary level, this. Like, you just do not want to mess up. Okay. This is where things went wrong the last time. But they're not going to go wrong this time, are they? Are they? Are they? I'm not going to psych myself. There we go, that's better. What a silly level. But can't believe I lost all that time last time because of that tiny mistake at the end. But yeah, run's pretty much done nearly. Final boss is just a waiting game. Good luck on Dante. Thank you, thank you. Should be easy peasy, of course, but you never know. Dante might be a pillock. I mean, I've got 3 HP to avoid his fireballs, so... Croc, get into arena. Thank you. It's not these fireballs I'm referring to, it's the ones, you know, when the wind happens. It is a really underwhelming fight, this though, like, and that's the problem. I think I think even the biplane one might have been a bit more trickier than this because of the floating bombs everywhere. So. But yeah, what can I say about this run? Not too bad. We lost a bit of time in some areas where we shouldn't have, of course. In terms of bosses, the Venus flytrap was just perfect. And I know how to master that now, so that's good. So I've got like the perfect timing for that now. Just got to rely on good ball RNG so I don't have to waste any more time going to go get the balls. So... take your time, take your time. That's 3. 2 more. So this should be a sub 123. So... I'll be honest, I never thought of myself running Croc 2 in my life. You know, like Croc 1 I enjoyed, but... you know, I kind of got interested in Croc 2 after the MMR races that happened over a year ago. That was interesting to watch Croc 2 for sure. Professor, hurry up. Run, please. Thank you. Oh no, not MMR. Yes, let's not talk about that, shall we? Not on my beloved PP video. But yeah, we're pretty much there, guys. It's nearly there. It should be a sub 123. But we'll find out in a moment. Come on, hurry up. Hey. Lovely. Thank you for the GGs, everyone. Appreciate it. Yeah, happy with that run. A sub 120 is possible. It's on the table for sure. That's without the up warps as well, so... nice final split sound effects, thank you. That's from Castlevania Bloodlines when you finish a level. So... no, Baron Dante, don't go back. Stay with us. You're the best antagonist of any game series. Damn. But yeah, really happy with that run. I think, oof. Where did we lose some major time? Exactly. Well, we lost some time in Dante's Peak and Dungeon to the Fright, so we lost about, just over a minute there. So it would have been a 121.46 that. What else have we lost? Wheels in the Jungle, we lost about 20 seconds there. 121.26 then. Obviously, we lost so much fucking time on these levels. Like, Roger Redant, yeah, we died. We died at the end of one of those routes, so we lost a whole minute there, I think, so... that was just a mess. That was a disaster, that. Because... Alexa, shut up. I got to the end, where the gobber was. I was just jumping for the gobber, but then I missed. And so I tried to recover it by going backwards to do the one-frame jumps to get onto the platform again. But I never got it, and then I died, so... Bloodlines was the first CV I ever beat. Ooh. Nice. I grew up with Bloodlines. So... it's quite an expensive cartridge now. The Mega Drive version of it. Well, it's only Bloodlines is only on the Mega Drive, I should say, but yeah. Did you prefer Morris or Lacard? Which is the one with the spear? I'm guessing that's Lacard. I think the spear was just a better weapon because it was just a longer range, so... And you also had that high jump ability as well on it too. So... Oh, look at the baby Croc. Look at him. It's his brother. I think it was called Alucard's Trident or something. I see. But yeah, very good. Oh, it's Swamp Meat Beat. Jump scaring us is like... And he's so massive as well. Look at him. Is he a cat or something? I'm guessing he's a cat. Because he's got like a sort of cat tail or something. But yeah. Another Croc 2 PB in the bag. Really happy with that. Sub 120 is possible, but I've already met my main goal, which was a 125, and exceeded that. So I'm happy with that so far.